It might be some sort of state of mind. But
If you
it's
find
needed in everything, and it controls
James,
everything.
James, if you find one called Necronomicon, don't pick it up.
Noted.
As you are tussling through the books, Claudia, you open the door you have been advised to, and you, of course, see William Breakstone slaving away at the desk with someone looming over him. And as the door opens, both of them turn to look to see who it is. And William's face brightens up instantly.
No, I'm in disguise.
Oh, you're in disguise?
I'm disguised as the woman in black.
Oh, okay. He has a bit of confusion on his face then. As does the person with him.
Who's the guy with him? Is it a badger?
No, he is not a badger. He looks like he is actually a goat, and he turns and pulls a gun out. Or he will if he rolls initiative, which, you ought to as well. He rolls initiative, and he gets 1 success. He is not dazed, and his gun is out. You are likewise armed. He is initiating this fight, so he's going to shoot you at point-blank range.
I don't have focus, so my only defense is to dodge. Well, actually, let me check my... No, I'm going to dodge. My dodge is better than my shooting.
Oh, hold up. I'm sorry. This isn't someone who actually has a gun on him. He pulls a knife, I believe.
Oh, even better. So he's gonna lunge at me.
Yes, he is. He will have to move up to you and then lunge at you.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's even better. That means I can defeat you in hand-to-hand. I will jab you.
Do body speed. So you're countering. That's good. He rolls, and he has 3 successes, one of which is a 6.
I also have a 6. He'll stab me, and I'll punch you for 2 points of damage.
All right, he stabs you for 2 points of damage.
Well, time to soak.
All right, this guy has...
I will soak none of that, but I can't be panicked. So I'm going to regret this. I am going to tap my disbelief soak.
All right. So he goes ahead and approaches you first with a look of intent and murder. He is undoubtedly a dangerous fiend, someone who would take your life in an instant. And as you jab him straight in the face, you realize that he's just a punk.
Does he go down? I only did 2 points of damage. He's got at least a panic soak.
Yeah, he tapped a soak.
Yeah, so he's some kind of punk. He comes forward and stabs me, and he's now panicked, right?
No.
Wow. Okay. But it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
He's got a knife, so I'm gonna go ahead and aim and uppercut him.
All right, go right ahead. He will go ahead and attempt to counterattack you.
Yeah, he's gonna stab with. It's that movie scene where we're sitting there scuffling with each other. This is so awesome. Let's see. Yep.
This
All right.
doesn't look good for him.
That was a crappy roll.
You still rolled better than he did.
That's
by
good.
a big margin. So 1 success on him.
It's still only one. It's still only a 3-point hit. Bam.
Yep. So he's gonna roll body endurance now. He does have some of that. Ooh, he came out with 2 successes there. It looks like.
Still 1 point left.
That is true. And for other soaks, he does have frenzy.
Oh, great.
So
wow, he's serious muscle. I could lose this.
He has tapped another soak as you take a jab at him. He steps back by 1 step, but he simply changes his stance and then licks his lips. I'm going to enjoy this.
All right, so quick question. Do we hear this commotion in the library?
We haven't fired the guns yet.
And it is still heroes' turns. Would you like to abandon what you are doing to go and help?
I go to
No, they
James.
would hear this. We're behind 2 doors, and they're in a library.
They are still like about. Oh, they are actually a fair distance away. Yeah, so
It's your call.
it is
He
still their
is?
call on if they wish to act.
I will point out that James is currently basically
Busy. And you
scanning
are
and searching.
indisposed, technically, unless you want to
So-
drop your prisoner.
Well, I would say James should probably go and help Claudia. That's the only suggestion I can make.
Yeah, send the coward instead of the big strong.
I mean, James, do you want to take over gun duty while I help Claudia? I mean, we can't have a long conversation about this anyway. So, James,
I'll keep an eye on him.
okay.
Yeah, just give me the gun. Hello?
Okay.
No, sorry. Yes,
I think we lost some people in the call.
my bad. I had myself on mute. I passed the gun to James. I grabbed the poker, and I make it towards where I hear the commotion.
Okay, so you have your turn, and you are looking to move at least 20 meters. You will need to roll body speed athletics. That is one success. Okay. You can go ahead and move on out, and that will be your turn. You are in vision of Claudia fighting somebody with a knife.
All right.
Claudia
I'm
has
right.
already acted on this turn, and it is now his turn to attempt to do something. He is in range of you. He is going to go ahead and aim, and he is going to try to hit you. So, let's go ahead and see. So he's going to roll.
All right. I will counter jab.
And I'm warming up the D8 here, which is his only hope. He's honestly flubbed this pretty severely. He comes at you, and the blood on the knife has dripped down to his hand, and it kind of slips as he approaches you. What are you doing in return?
All according to Keikaku. I jabbed him, and jabbing is my favorite move. So I believe that is a 3-point hit.
All right. I'm going
Right
to
in the
say
breadbasket.
I don't think he can soak that. He is out and collapses on the floor. Ugh.
You're a difficult person to find, Mr. Breakstone.
Oh my god. It's finally happening, and he's like backing up into the corner. Someone's finally coming to kill me. Oh, please don't.
What's got your conscience so guilty, Mr. Breakstone?
All of this, all these crowds, they all want me to do their bidding. They all want me to do things for them. And now, I'm just another pawn of their game. If you're not going to take me away and use me, then you're here to kill me. And he
No.
quickly pulls out what looks like a sharpened piece of wood, poorly sharpened. It is just full of splinters. It looks like he barely did anything to it, and he
Right.
tries putting that to his neck dramatically.
No, don't. It's me.
Yeah,
I'll have to...
we're like, dude, sir, calm down. We're here to rescue you.
Well, that's why I'll have to take my hat and my veil off and reveal that it is I, Claudia Greathouse.
And his jaw drops. He goes, Claudia, I thought they were. No, you shouldn't be here. They'll kill you. They'll kill
they
you
won't.
if you take me.
And on that thought, I'm gonna shift attention from Williams, and I'm gonna head back out here to this door and keep a watch out for anyone coming
Yeah,
upstairs.
let's get out of here. Take my hand, William. Take my hand, Bill. I'm here to take you home.
He approaches you, and of course he just runs up and hugs you, but then he puts his hands on his shoulders and goes, "No, you don't understand. I already saw you fight Chikovic and lose. He'll come after you. He knows who you are."
Now is not the time for fear. Now is the time to stand strong. Come, let's get out of here. We're getting out of here.
What do you have for trying to inspire emotional responses?
Oh crap! I'm not good at emotional responses. All I know is beating the crap out of people.
You can take a bonus D8 for beating the crap out of somebody.
I can try to embolden him with my personal presence.
Yes. Mind presence and a bonus D8 would be appropriate.
Wow, thank you, bonus D8.
That is 2 successes, and he will sort of take a big, heavy gulp, nod his head, and go, "Oh, all right, let's get out of here."
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I
So
guess
we go into the library. Are we taking Martin? Is Martin coming along for the ride?
he's just gonna warn everybody that we're leaving.
William looks at Martin and goes, "I hope you're happy with what you've put them all up to."
Crap. Let's flip him, put a sock in his mouth, and tie him up.
I was going to ask, are there curtains with like curtain,
No, we'll just put this copy of War and Peace in his mouth.
Okay. I was going to suggest there should be like curtain sashes or something. This is the 20s, so.
No, we'll just tie him up with his own jacket or his own shoelaces or whatever.
Okay.
Tying him up is a role of mind and craft. You guys have craft, right?
No. At this point, I kind of feel like we should just pick up a chair and knock him over the head.
Nah, I can't do that. Not after I hurt him that badly. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try and tie him up. Oh, 1 success. That'll hold him for a bit.
Can I assist him?
Sure,
Don't
give it a go.
roll.
But
Don't
if you
roll all ones.
What do I roll?
Mind and craft. Don't roll all ones.
Mind and craft. Okay. Well, I don't have a craft. So I guess that's just mind. That's a D8. 5.
All right, that gives me a bonus D8 to tie him up. All right, that'll hold him. All right, guys, grab some books and let's get out of here.
War and Peace. It's all pretentious and nasty.
Yeah.
I grabbed the books that that seem to be relevant.
A Tale of Two
He's
Cities.
tied around a good book right now. So you can take an armful of whatever you want and get out of here. Go ahead and write down an armful of occult books.
Gotcha.
I'm guessing they didn't leave Breakstone the keys to his own car.
Wait a second. Martin has the keys. And he will rifle Martin's pockets and pull it out. That's what you get for taunting me with it.
Wow, that's convenient.
And he will kick Martin in the side of the chest. As for locking me up. And, okay, maybe we should get out of here.
I wasn't
Normally I'd
taunting
object to
you.
being up helpless people. That makes Bill feel better.
I was entertaining
Hey,
you like I
think
would a
it's time for our dramatic
baby.
exit.
It's time for our dramatic exit.
All right. There is not any obstacles in your way to this. You have made a clean entrance and make a clean escape.
Well,
Even
we're
if
not
you
gonna
make
be able to fit all of us in the car, are we?
We have a truck, so somebody else
Right.
can get in the other
Zamek?
truck.
Okay, so I'll point to Zamek and say, "You find Dante and get him in the truck." Where the hell
Gotcha.
is Dante anyway?
And I take it you and William are going to take the car then.
Me, William, and James.
Okay.
Okay.
So the lot of you load up and head away. So I'm going to go ahead and change scenes for you guys, and I'm going to copy and paste a William Bergstone.
I highly recommend having a supernatural wizard who can.
I kind of feel that there should have been like a soundtrack of like some vaudeville pianos playing in the background as we're like leaving the building. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh gosh, honestly, it's a little hilarious. All right, so William, you and James are in the same car, and Dante and Zamek are going in the truck. Dante, you see your friends leaving with a new friend. You head with Zamek, correct?
I see no reason
Yeah,
why
and I
not
just
to.
call out, "Come on, boss, we need to leave now." I don't know. I'm looking around like I don't know where the hell you are, but
Invisible boss is the worst boss.
I take it by its silence that Dante invisibly shuffles into the car. You merely have to take it on faith.
I guess you guys can't hear
All
me.
right, I guess we'll have to Deadpool it. Of course you're there. Let's go.
Okay. So on the drive back, do you want to address anything to William, who seems a little bit shaken? Or do you want to just wait until you get back to the estate with everybody? Claudia?
Oh, it was
Hello?
just me. Yeah, we'll take everybody back to the estate. Or at
Okay.
least I'm taking William back to the estate. Yeah.
Alright, you guys are back at the Great House Estate.
Bill, I have so many questions for you. Why would you surrender all yourself? Why would you pretend to be dead?
I have so many questions for you too. How did you know to find me? Why did you keep looking? It's so dangerous. That's why I tried to protect you. I told them about my dead man switch after I saw Sikovec win. I didn't think that you'd have a chance if you met him again.
Bill, I couldn't be apart from you. Not after what we've experienced, and not and I couldn't leave you to the such an ignominious end. It doesn't matter what you've gotten mixed up in. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. I'm here for you.
That's so good to hear, Claudia. You've always been there for me through thick and thin. But I'm be more than glad to get out of this madness. I thought it was all absolutely fascinating. And with that little trinket and a little bit of research, I learned so many things about the world. There's so many things that exist that nobody's even aware of, and I think everyone else got a little bit more excited than I was.
And James is like, oh, you have.
I had the most reading among them. I've always been a good study, so I took to it the best. And I suppose once they realized what I could do for them, and once they made some new friends,
These aren't mere parlor tricks. You're trespassing into a domain of illimitable evil.
you know it only too well. The claws of Boonark stretch wide, and they've already made strikes against the city. No door is safe from them. No vault stays closed, and I've done it.
And James comes and says, wait,
Hey.
Boonarks.
Yeah, what's
got the books.
Yeah, what's a Boonark?
Boonark. He's one of the... I'm trying to remember if I get the names right. The Silent Ones. One who lives beneath the surface, who craves all that is above, and he will seize it if he can.
Sounds like a real charmer at parties.
Oh, you haven't the slightest. And now he has a real army. Of us, of other sapiens.
An army of evil.
Armed with Tommy guns, no less. I wish I didn't have to let them break into that military base.
The worst kind of magic. Oh, well, that's right. People like Dante can just wander into the armor tablet. On.
He nearly well could have. But he shakes his head and he sort of slouches in his chair.
Although this begs the question that in a reality where occult magic is real, would the military have occult agents to protect them from occult threats?
William will shake his head. Not as long as I'd been in the military. Not a single word of such things.
Yeah, that doesn't really start till the 50s.
I only ever really saw it in a village in Central America, where there was a strange shaman, and he only managed it once, but he moved a tree out of the way. And since then, I've been curious, but no one else had ever seen anything like it. Not as far as I talk. Not anywhere else I had gone during my tour of duty in the South.
And at that, I kind of like perk up, and I'm like, and why were you at this village?
Because I was part of the army.
Yeah,
Just our orders.
And what were you doing there?
puts his hand to his chin and he kind of tries to think. I'm not sure. I think there was some sort of president we were trying to prop up in the area, and part of that was to make sure that the native population wouldn't rise up against him. It, I think, was part of some sort of election gambit. So of course he
I
called in for U.S. aid, but of
I
course he had
s-
ties to the U.S. in the first place anyway.
and I see. So you were there to pacify some natives.
Cleanup, I think, is what Harvey called it.
Well, Bill, this is Zamek, and this is Dante the. These two are spiritual. Know deal with powers beyond mortal understanding. They're here to help us.
He gives you like a sudden serious look, Claudia, and like draws you in a little conspiratorially. It's like, are you certain that they're okay?
Of course, they're okay. There aren't just the. Not
Uh-oh.
everyone who can reach beyond the veil is so craven malefactor who thinks only personal power. We're all people who have been hurt in some way, but we all have managed to find the strength to fight against this evil that would tear this world apart.
I'm just staring daggers at William right now. I'm really quiet. I'm letting Claudia do all the talking, but I'm just kind of like just staring daggers at William.
And I'm just looking at the occult books.
Zamek, smile. You're not helping.
3.
So apparently,
And,
there's this being.
I'm gonna give Claudia a really significant look, and
Alright.
then I'm gonna be like, you know
Hold
what?
up for a second.
What's
I
up?
had like another lag transmission on my computer, so everything kind of paused for a second.
Oh,
The last thing I was doing was having him leaning conspiratorially with Claudia and ask, "Are you sure they're okay? Are you sure they don't obey anyone?"
Oh, and I made a big dramatic speech of saying, yeah.
All right, I'd love to hear that again.
Well, Zamek
Sorry.
here. Well, actually, to answer that question, there's not just evil forces in the world. There's also, untouchable reservoirs of kindness, of mercy, of understanding. Zamek here showed me a new world of that.
He'll sort of nod somberly and go, "Well, I suppose if you think that their character is golden enough, then it's good enough for me."
and like I said, I give Claudia a significant look, and I'm like, Claudia, I think you should just handle your friend. And then I look at William, and I go, my character is the least. He goes, you should be the last person to question anyone's character, and I just turn around and look at something else. Look at the occult books.
Stare at the
Yeah, don't mind
floor.
him. He's got some back.
But,
Dante is here to reassure you. Dante, say something reassuring.
Hey, you guys hear me again? No? No, you can't hear me at all? Awesome.
I think we're having more of the push to talk dilemma.
No, I'm pushing to talk. You can tell my light's lighting up. You can hear this counter argument from me, though. But the recording can.
Speak until we can hear you. Reach out across the void.
Oh, it's funny that you're pausing for long enough that you can't hear me. Hold on. How about
Hello?
now? Can you hear me now?
Ah, there we go. We've done it. We've
Yeah,
unseated him.
I wasn't being addressed directly, so I didn't find any reason to actually fix it. Because
Yeah,
only
I
people that can actually hear me are on the recording, so they can hear all my snide comments you guys can't hear.
Great.
That's right. Tune into YouTube for extra jokes.
To be fair, the stuff that I was worth sharing, I was actually typing into chat, like the symbol that's on their hoods is a creation of Blue Oyster Cults.
Oh yeah, that's because he copied the cult picture.
Yeah, I went quick and
And
dirty
more
with
than
that
one person has discovered that the image I put on the.
But it's funny that you these guys can tap into the power from beyond. It's like, I'm completely tapped out. The best I can do is, that's a coin behind your ear.
Yeah, well, I didn't. A
William
lot
actually
of
laughs a bit at that.
I didn't want to use the elder sign or the surprise
Or the yellow sign.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the Saturn. It's a, kind of a Saturn Chronos thing, but it just. I was looking it up and I was like, wait a second. Heck, this hasn't been invented yet. These guys are using foresight at a level I wouldn't even believe.
I'm
They
impressed. with
came
somebody
from the
that.
future.
Well, I mean, there's powers in the game where they could have seen the symbol and just used it for something.
Do you think these guys are the bandits that were newspaper into place?
Oh, which one? And he kind of takes a look at the newspaper.
Yeah.
And
How
he
do I get
goes,
the handouts? again?
"Oh,
The
oh
bombers?
yes, that is almost certainly it."
Great. So yeah, they've got heavy hardware. You said they were planning to hit someplace. Are they planning some sort of horrible thing?
Multiple ones, as far as I'm aware. Armories, jewelry stores, banks, places of power.
I'm sorry,
And
now that you guys
secret-
can hear me again, though, I do have a follow-up question. And this is not just a in-character thing, out-of-character. The name of the thing that the guys at the factory... What was the name of that thing? The otherworldly creature?
The ogre?
No. The I guess worshipping, or...
Gamagan was the name that I heard somebody in.
Right, Gamagan. I
Yeah,
remember
that's
hearing Gamagan. And then, just recently, William referred to what?
Boonark.
Boonark.
Which is completely different.
Yes,
Apparently, there's more than
but
one.
I've heard that name before. He too is one of the ones below, and pulls the strings.
Wouldn't they be above?
He crosses his arms and makes a frown at you. It's like, I'm not here to have my metaphors questioned.
I think he means by below. You know, like in hell.
He goes. To be honest with you, there really is no conception of up, down, left, or right in terms
No.
of what he's talking.
Well, there
It's all
is.
symbolic.
We're all standing
It's all
on the ceiling of an infinite abyss, and thus they are above, unless you mean that they live in the center of the planet, in which case, why are they all there?
No, that part isn't metaphorical. That was literal. They're literally below us. Maybe not precisely, but you're not going to believe this. But there are vast caverns beneath the very earth, of which hold an entire empire of these monstrous things.
Has Empty Earth thing, has that been invented yet?
Oh, Hollow Earth
Oh, yeah.
hypothesis has been
Oh,
around
that's
for
been
ages.
around for a while. Jules
Okay.
Verne already made a book out of it.
Yeah, I don't remember when that was written. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I know. Hollow Earth endures. I mean, sent a Nazi expedition to find the whole South.
Yep, they did.
So yeah. I mean, that explains why they were digging huge tunnels in the factory. One might think that the
What?
explosion might have helped. Just pretend I've been
There's
saying
more
all this
foul
in
plans
accent.
going around than I've been aware of. But wait, hold up a second. You exploded a factory?
Not me, points to Claudia.
Well, you got
I
my
did.
note.
No, yeah, I did.
Wait, so what's that about a factory? You know,
It's not important. What's important is that Bill is safe. Never going to let them. Never let them hurt you again.
Better put a ring on it.
But Claudia, I was serious when I said before. They know who you are. For the moment in the alleyway, they know where you live. They'll come here to get back at me, regardless of wherever I've gone. You can't stay here. You have to leave the city.
I was in disguise.
Shikovek's already seen your face back at the bar, and I already told him who you were, and he threatened me. They may
Yeah.
not know who you were when you were in the mask, but they know who the real you hold up a second. What would be the right way to do that? And
Well,
you just start pondering his own English for a moment.
yeah, I know no fear. If he's going to come, then
And then I suppose we'll have to be ready then.
not much to say after that. I need. Let's get.
I'm sorry,
Bill...
I had to bother with real life things for a second.
Okay, yeah. So let's get Bill cleaned up. Let's get everything.
Okay.
You guys will probably want to start reading those books and figure out if they make any sense out of them.
Yeah.
They're
It saved
eventually
me
going
quite a lot of effort to try to collect all of those, and
they're going to find the two guys that we beat up, and I don't think we left a lot of clues. I mean, even though Bill here thinks they know me, Zamek and Mr. Green here were the obvious people, so I would think they would go after you two first.
That's comforting.
you didn't tell them your names while you were there, did you?
No. But
No,
I
not
think
really.
Zamek here has some sort of cachet. Actually, we haven't cheesed off Boonark yet. We don't have a negative opinion of us yet. We do now.
We did.
Yeah, we're definitely not in their fan club anymore.
Well, in fact, I have to thank all of you, Dante, that you would take this great risk to help myself and my friend.
The debt has been repaid.
Even though we've maintained our personal obligations, I can't help but Mr. Breakstone here, well, Bill, is talking about is something much larger. Another conspiracy, a cabal of evil that's going to, and we might be the only people who can stop them.
I go, yeah, Mr. Blakestone here has exposed something really quite something, and I'm opening up another book. I'm like, I definitely don't want anything like the Elder Gods coming back.
Whatever that means. Definitely don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what,
afraid
I'm
you might
caught-
be right. They've been laughing at the police every time I've heard them talk about it.
What do they
I
need,
think
Bill?
they've had to stop them.
I'm confused what they need you for. I mean, sure, I know you're an upright standing citizen. I can understand to steal your wealth and use it for their purposes, but they're clearly not doing that. And why were they keeping you prisoner? What were they making you do?
I was the main one performing the ritual for them that would allow them to break in wherever they would wish.
You?
Even I could manage that on my own. I still needed help and a whole day to work through it, to work through each and every bit, make sure everything was correct, to let the powers channel, but without me, I'm not sure they're really capable of it.
Wow, so their entire operation hinges on you.
I
Well,
suppose that would
guys,
be why they began it.
they're going to start a manhunt looking for us. So, fight that. Seek sounds more sense that we should fight to.
He gives a shudder. I would not go against Sikovec.
You don't have to. We will.
No, you should not. And he grabs you. Tell me that you won't.
As long as he still
die this time.
As long as he still walks under the same sky, that will never be safe. We can't live in fear. If you say find us across any distance in any place, then the only way to be safe is to finalize this. It would be the first monster I've punched.
He's no ordinary monster, though. He's a
I've got
master
no
of the
ordinary
morphogenic field. It bends to his whim. Of any magician out there, of anyone who's dove into this madness as much as I have, I've only seen him more knowledgeable and skilled.
But we have the help of, well, I know someone that's much more powerful. And that would be Pytor the Magician. Failing that, you're stuck.
I have met Piotr. He is not all that talented.
It's all hype. It's all that carload of effects.
He knows one trick. He does it well, but he knows one trick.
You actually have a meeting with him tonight. It's the union meeting.
We demand to be taken seriously.
Man, it's been like a month. I missed the first one.
The campaign's been going for less than a week in game.
Well, it's been like a
Yeah,
week,
even
and I missed the
haven't
first
gotten around
one.
to Friday yet. Again,
Yeah, it sounds to me like we can go ahead and marshal our efforts
I'm
and go.
losing connection again.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, Bill knows a spell that can get us in buildings, and
Oh,
we're
okay.
we're veteran evil punchers. We could just go ahead and take care of this.
What? Just go and punch them all in the face?
Works for
Honestly, I thought
me.
you had a better plan than that.
I do, but I'm going to spare you the details. You should probably have some laudanum to.
I would not. It's very addictive, that laudanum.
I could use a little
Oh,
bit
right.
of it.
This is the 1920s. We're scientific. Here, smell this ether.
He's already awake. Why would you do that?
You never heard of an ether frolic?
Oh, ether. Sorry, I was thinking smelling salts or whatever the hell. I went the wrong way with that.
Well, I don't exactly know where Sikovic is if you're so intent on going after him. But I might know a few places to try. They wouldn't let anyone like you into the back, though. Or at least not without an invitation.
People usually don't let me in places, but well, will you help? Now I realize that Dante Samek, any obligation you would have to me has ended. But Mr. Green, I can promise you more crazy photos.
Okay.
I suppose I could give you this, Claudia. If you're willing to let me out of your sight, I could maybe try to arrange a talk with some friends of mine. They too are part of a different cult. Not the one that had
How many
kidnapped
cults
me.
are in this stupid town?
He shakes his head. Too many. But they are mild sorts by comparison. They didn't seem to have any overarching plan. In fact, I doubt they planned dinner, honestly. They're artisans and singers, and they're the sorts that you could relax with, I think. But they're closed off. They only allow those truly into their ranks that are invited. I could try to bring you in if
Wouldn't that
if I
bring you
have
the
the
attention
time
of
for it.
Sneakovic if you're making invitations like that?
I suppose it's a bit of a gamble. He doesn't control that cult. And in fact, I'm not sure he honestly likes the club either.
Wow,
Given
rival.
what's going on, he might be too busy trying to find me to actually go there.
Well, if you can get us a letter of invitation, yes. But I'm more about your health. Yeah, I would describe some. I would be worried that you'd be suffering from Stockholm syndrome if that was a thing that had been invented yet.
Oh, trust me, I have no love for Sikovic, nor any of my old friends at this point. They can all burn for what I care. Should
We
have
must
honestly just died in South America. It would have been gentler for them.
put an end on it. Yes, I go ahead and join this secret society, or unless you want to write the invite for Dante. Hey Dante, want to join a secret society?
Another one?
Sure. Can you really be in enough?
Yes. There's only so many handshakes.
I only have so many hands.
Well, this one requires you to grow a third spontaneously, so it'll be very hard. He
Tricky.
just smirks.
Bet that hurts.
Well, listen, it's obvious that this. I'm sorry. What was the name of this dark being that you're all worshiping?
Sikovek worships Boonark.
Yeah, it seems like this Boonark is super bad news, and I think you're right, Claudia. We're the only people that are even aware of this as being a threat. We can't go to the cops with this. No one would believe us. So we're gonna have to do something about it.
Well, I suppose if that's the plan, I could definitely use a drink before I go, and then a drink once I'm there.
And let me get that drink for you. And I walk up and make a, decanter drink. And I walk up and I kind of shove it in his hands. He goes, "There you go. Hope it makes you feel better."
Thank you. And he just drinks it down. You didn't do anything to it, did you?
No,
Okay, good. No poison. And he'll sigh. Well, I suppose no time like the present to undo a mass conspiracy to take over, right?
better late than never, I guess.
I'll see you again soon, Claudia. I promise. I'll send a call as soon as I can. And he...
You can't
will
leave. I'll have to
What?
grab his arm. You can't leave. It's not safe.
You're right, but it's not safe for you either. I
I'm
can't just let you wait here for him to arrive and to take your life.
You already said he knew who I was and was coming here anyway. You might as well stay here. Who will protect me?
Actually, I speak up. I go, if I can make a suggestion, we could just use William like a bait on a hook and draw him to a battleground of our choosing.
Yeah, if they're gonna come to us. All right, let's go crack. Well, actually, you guys are traveling magicians, aren't you? You just live out of hotel rooms.
We have.
One of us is.
Oh, where do you live, Dante?
Well, I live in the. I'm currently staying in Skyrise over Overwatch. I'm staying at a place. Don't worry about where I stay. I'm saying that he's not a magician.
We
I
can
would
crash
run
it.
down here even where you live.
I'm just his assistant. is what
He
he's
has
trying to
failed
say.
over the course of 1 week to come up with a single magic trick.
And I roll my eyes and I go, I think it's obvious at this point there's been a lot more other things in the way than the stupid magic show.
Listen,
Yes.
There is
Why not?
nothing but the show. The show is everything.
I know I have imposed upon you greatly, Dante, but William's not safe if he goes home. Would you take him with you?
Sure, I have some safe places where I keep my things that the other magicians do not steal from me. I suppose that they would be safe enough. I did
Okay.
specifically choose a position that I would not be able to be seen from so that I could practice my tricks without being spied upon.
See, Bill, you can totally trust him. You can go with him.
Very well, Claudia. I trust you to handle this. And when this is all over, I promise I'll find a way to make this all up to you. For all you've done for me already.
Don't
And I'll
worry
reach out
about
and
that.
hug you.
You just worry about getting better. They can't hurt you. They can't hurt you anymore. So I guess Zamek's your ride home. Hey, Mr. Green, want to hang out at my place and read all these books?
Oh yes.
Cool. You look pretty solid. You can stop at 22, maybe a 45, right?
A what?
You're my backup in case people come in here to try and murder all of us.
Me too.
Take lots of pictures.
All right. So, quick question to Zamek and Dante: do you stop by the theater, or do you just head straight to the downtown loft?
Well, I mean, why would I go to the theater?
I don't know. Just curious if there was anything there that you needed to do.
Well, no. According
I
to
don't know how you
you,
organize things in your mind, so I just offered.
according to you, my schedule is go back to the loft, deposit bill, go to meeting. I mean, I've wanted to get back and meet up with Timothy, but there's never a time for it.
I know we kind of go at a breakneck pace. I'll talk in the downtime about that, I guess. Where is? All right. So the three of you return to the downtown loft, and you find that the door is already open. Zamek, you have an idea of why, but Dante, you are a little surprised to see a slightly familiar face.
It's your surprise birthday party!
Where is she? It's a rabbit! And she has a open bottle, green bottle, with simply X's written on it in poor script.
Poison.
She is drinking heavily straight out of it while sitting in your chair.
Wait a second. I think memory's coming back to me now. What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, well, glad to see you home, too.
I told you to get... fuck you, you're twisting my words.
It's alright. Zamek was a dear and showed me a place I could stay.
Okay, so out of character, I'm kind of a blank.
This
What
is
are
the
you
fucking
thinking?
witch!
I know it's the witch.
last time, perhaps while you were slightly head traumatized, yes, this is the witch, and she had asked you if she could stay here for a while in the city. But then she shortly disappeared after you showed her a place.
And I
which I would assume
technically...
would be the places you actually live.
And I technically told her to get the fuck out of the other town, which she now has, to here.
Indeed.
Indeed, she has.
You are so disappointing as an assistant. You do nothing but...
Zamek is a sweetheart. Don't you pester him one bit.
I guess I'm gonna walk past her, like put some things away into a cabinet. So you're so lucky that I dropped the shotgun.
I walk over, I grab the triple X bottle from Regina, and I take a swig, and I go, well, I guess we're all out of our comfort zone now.
It is some strong moonshine.
Well,
She-
you're in luck. Because you're here, you get to play babysitter. Bill, this is a real bitch. She'll be watching over you tonight. I have a meeting. I'm throwing a shawl over my neck. Because I know tonight is going to be the greatest disappointment of my life. Because I have finally gotten to the meeting where all my peers will be. And I am completely out of power. So, I am just going to be humiliated. More so for having missed a meeting. And now for getting shit thrown in my face. So, not happy. And now also not happy.
Don't worry,
I
boss.
love the
You'll
way
be
you
fine.
put it.
Listen, boss, you'll be okay. Listen, just do the regular routine. Just say, it has been a busy week. You can tell them about the old stuff in the forest. They'll be absolutely enthralled by that story.
Of course, they'll all brag about how their assistances are great, and I'll be like, mine won't even practice his god-fucking-damn act.
Yeah, because I'm saving small children from being eaten alive.
By a monster that you released.
At this point, you hear a knock at the door, and you see your assistant, Sal.
Yes,
About time for that meeting, boss. You coming?
Yes, thank you, Sal. I can always rely on you.
Glad I could always be reliable. And you just hear him going downstairs.
Right, I feel like I'm gonna be marching out the door, and I'm be like in the distance. So, did you get any good acts that have good talent things that we could, Sal is the one that goes out and scouts for me, so.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you'll probably have that conversation on the way out. But are you actually leaving at that point?
Oh yeah, I already said the bitch is watching him, so.
All right. So with you heading out, you ask Sal. It's like, uh, wait, what exactly did you ask him again? Sorry.
If he'd seen any acts that had good talent that we might be able to scout out.
Oh, well, I decided to check out one of the local circuses. They had some good acrobats. I think they could maybe double for that knife trick you did with Zamek.
What, in midair? I'm sorry, what, in midair?
Hmm. That might not be too bad of an idea if you think you're that good of a shot.
I'm not the one doing the shooting. They were the one throwing the knives. What act are you talking about?
Here, I'll tell you about it on the way. It was fantastic.
Also, is the stage big enough for a flying trapeze?
Well, we could do like a single crossover, I think. The netting's going to be a pain, though. I don't think the union's going to let us get away with it. Unless we do some proper safety.
Would we be able to remove part of the back of the stage and then put a netting under the bottom half of the stage?
If you don't mind having a whole 5 feet of space to walk around in, sure.
Right, but the audience is their heads are at a low medium, so they won't be able to see the floor of the stage, so they won't be able to see me walking around. You know, it's the same thing as the hula hoop across the bar. Point of view. The audience can't see where the point of view is.
Well, just try not to take a step backwards. We'll talk about it on the way.
Why, well, there will be a net there. That's the whole point of the hole.
Hey, you're right. Well, at least you won't fall and break your neck. And he will open up the cab door, let you in first, and you two are off. Uh, and I feel this point might be a good point to wrap up because we'll have probably 2 to 3 different scenarios to think of here.
I want to
One
point
in
out
which,
something to you.
Claudia is waiting to be attacked. Dante's going to a meeting, and Zamek hangs out with uh, someone who has declared himself the second most powerful magician, and a witch who has been fighting for her life for years.
I do want to point out, though, the
Not to
funny
mention the
thing
second-
is that if we continue this in the next session, I'll have my power back.
Yes.
Ooh, that's actually a good point.
So I will
Okay,
have, continuity-wise, I will have complained about having lost all my power, and then instantly my power comes back.
magic is weird and unpredictable, and you go in completely disappointed only to feel a sudden surge.
See,
All
my,
right.
my kind words of encouragement recharged his magical potential.
Uh-huh. Where's that magic trick at?
All right, so let's go ahead and start off. Let's go ahead and do mottos. Dante,
I always have a plan.
Zamek,
The sun will always come out tomorrow. I was definitely optimistic about the outcome of all this.
Claudia.
Justice tempered by mercy.
Excellent. And James.
There's got to be a logical explanation.
All right. We're going to do a debrief, so everyone is going to get to experience, and of course, your power will get to refresh, Dante.
And that goal.
Oh yes, you guys did complete a goal. What are we going to do? We could probably do just straight up local knowledge downtown Chicago, just to make it nice and simple.
That could work, sure.
And Rafferty, you had it additionally as a personal goal, so we need to find something to fill in there.
Oh, I know exactly what I would fill it in with.
Oh, what are you thinking of? Please.
Well, I'm here to defend Bill from all things. I would do in
Bodyguard?
extra career. I don't qualify for bodyguard, but you could give me the gift of bodyguard. I wouldn't turn that down.
Gift of bodyguard actually sounds really good right now.
Because I was going to suggest Monster Hunter, but no, this is good too. Bodyguard it is. Allows me to take hits for other people on my side. And local knowledge, downtown Tricoga, which
lagging.
See, the nice part about these local gifts is I'm not going to sell that back immediately because I don't have anything to buy just yet. So I'll have an adventure or two where I have local knowledge.
See, I'm
Until I
selling
get
it back because I don't give a shit about Trakoga. I have all the Eastwood gifts I'm keeping because those are my people. I care about them. I'm keeping those.
There we go.
Right.
Test. I'm back. Okay, good. I guess that's another
Yeah,
reason to stop. My computer's kind of stuttering, or at least Discord is, and it's very weird.
There
So
was
I
some
may want to handle
storms.
that eventually.
So yeah, so are you going to buy some super magical power?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start either investing in the build ones or I don't know yet.
Okay. Plus, also there's the magic soak, the one that gives you 2 points of soak and lets you recharge your power die.
Yeah, I mean I don't know yet. I had a build order. I don't remember what it was now.
You can take your time. You have a whole week to refigure it out again. It's perfectly fine.
No, wait, that was a joke
Yeah,
build order.
This was a lot of fun. I like the fact that we used wizardry to spy the place out, and then we went ahead and broke in. And I like that we use our skills, and I like. I mean, I guess I'm tooting my own horn here. I like the fact that combats are quick and decisive.
Right, you very quickly got to a point where you intimidated one person and knocked out another one.
Well, I also got hurt. I mean, I tapped a lot of things on that. And one of the things I do like about the game is when Panic Soak gets tapped, that's a sign that you have to leave, which is built into the game because a lot of games, people just stand there and fight until their hit points reach 0. So the fact that we have a rule in the game that says, look, you can't fight, you have to leave.
Here's something I'm actually confused about. Does every single character have Panic Soak?
Especially
player characters.
In Urban Jungle, by default, everyone has Panic Soak.
Okay, good. I found it hard to find where that was explicitly. I know when I've been crafting my NPCs personally that I've been giving them Panic Soak, especially if they don't have anything.
I think major characters get Panic Soak. Minor characters don't necessarily have it by default.
I think the way it was put was actually that minor characters get it by default as the only thing that they get.
Right. Whereas major
characters have a lot of other things to work with.
You don't necessarily have, like, many of the monsters don't have it at all because some of the monsters will stand there and let you murder them.
Yeah, and the cultists here in particular did not have it at all.
Right, because the cultists are berserk. So we didn't give it to. If somebody doesn't have Panic Soak, that means they will stand there and die. And people expect that kind of from monsters, but normal humans have Panic Soak because. Also, we wanted we wanted Urban Jungle to be an intrigue game. So the mere act of attacking people makes them want to run away because that's what normal people would do. But when you're dealing with monsters and wacko cultists,
they might not dealing with monsters, trained soldiers, and cultists. Like they probably might not want to. They could probably still be convinced to be self-preservationist, but probably on a logical basis rather.
Yeah, and trading Panic Soak for Frenzy Soak turns the guy into, well, now he wants to murder me, and it's like, well, crap.
Exactly.
I mean, these were, I like the fact that these guys were not. They weren't like. I like the fact that with this slow escalation, we're discovering these guys are not softballs. Like, hey, this one's got a Tommy gun, and these two guys did not go down in one punch like I expected. These are.
I definitely kind of don't want to drop it all on you at once because you'd be like, okay, that's a little rude. I'm dropping like 10 guys with Tommy guns on you or something. It's like, what can you possibly do against them?
Well, this has all been hinted at. We know they've been breaking into places. We know they have an enterprise. I like the fact.
And here you came across where they actually did have the weapons fully ready.
Well, I'm enjoying the slow escalation of it. Like I like the fact that there's known unknowns and they reveal themselves and everything is pretty cool. Plus, I also like the fact that we got to use our cool supernatural powers to. I mean, I also like to the horn of the designers. I like the fact that the magic is really, really good, but as we've pointed out, it's also really easy to burn it out. So and that's the balancing.
Like 3 castings, and Dante was kind of out there.
Yeah, you got bad luck, Dante.
Well, like I said, I don't like to go ham, so I went full on ham at the beginning of the thing.
Right, but if you hadn't done the ESP, we wouldn't have been able to do this smoothly.
Well,
so
I mean,
a lot of good information out of that.
I also spent it all trying to keep the Tommy gun guy out of commission, and you didn't even need to do that.
Which I also appreciate. Yeah, no, and I thought those were good uses of it. I had some other people when we were playing Urban Jungle ask me, "Is the magic supposed to be this good?" And the answer is yes, because you
Yeah.
can burn out by using it.
Well, that's also why I'm agreeing with what you said before. I'm buying Reckoning Soak.
That's the recharge one.
Yeah, that's the one where I can tap it to either soak 2 points or rather get my personal power back up to D6.
Yeah, we made it a soak to screw with you because
Well, I mean, it's good to have options. I like to have options.
yep, and you can depower a wizard by beating them up, which I approve.
Or you mean you can get them to burn through their options by beating them up.
Yep.
A true wizard you wouldn't even know was there.
I noticed that I was mostly silent during the whole bill. Didn't really have much to say there.
Yeah, well, we're trying to get you in on this. I think once we actually start fighting the cold directly, because you got like a lot of.
Yeah, no, it was a little funny having you do a breaking and entering with me.
Oh yeah,
Plus, we got all
I
those-
greatly enjoyed you two breaking into the manor.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm sorry. I love the fact that wow, a genuine super creature. Did you take a picture of it? No, we screwed it right away. I feel so bad for you.
Let's see. Something I wanted to bring up was downtime, which we shifted over to here. We've been kind of going at a bit of a breakneck focus pace, but we're going to probably once stuff happens next time, just probably reach a point where we can just pull back a bit. Would you guys like to do more downtime interacting with other characters kind of bits?
Well, you already know I do.
Sure, I know Dante. I know Dante does. I know I have to come up with a magic show because the pressure's on. Apparently, saving the world and saving your childhood friends apparently doesn't count for shit.
No! Get your goddamn acts together. Literally. You're not getting paid for saving the world. What are we going to do after the world is saved? Nobody ever
Right off of the check that they're going to write you for saving it.
Nobody
Or
ever
just let you do it and then never give you recognition, right?
Yeah, nobody ever thinks about what do you do after the world's saved? Go live in a alley? No. Get your goddamn act together.
I figured we
lot
just
of
presented a
mercenaries.
bill. I just figured we presented an expense bill and just get paid for it.
Nobody even believes what we do is real. They're not going to give us money for saving the world against a threat they didn't know existed. Live in the real world, Zomic.
But yeah, so there's definitely going to be some excitement and climaxes to work with next time. But also start trying to work in some, all right, things are settled down. You have a chance for you to take the initiative and figure out what you're going to do to them instead. And that'll give some time to do some downtime, I think.
Sounds good. And like I said, I'm having fun. Thanks for running.
Yeah,
This is fun. I'll give it that.
yay! That's my number one goal. If people are having fun, I've done great. Even if I have to panic and go through anxiety and go, oh god, I only wrote 2,000 words. Only 2,000.
So you only wrote 2,000 words? Shoot.
Hardly even worth a session. But yeah, I'm glad everyone's having fun. This is going great, and all according to plan as well. And I'm excited to see how Claudia handles whatever I'm going to send her way. This is going to be exciting. All right. I think if we don't have anything further, that'll go ahead and wrap up the wrap up.
Okay,
All right,
thanks.
guys. Bye. Have a good.
All right,
Good-
I'm going to take care of
good
some
week.
stuff. Thanks again for having me.